Good morning, children. Our first unit in coding and computational skill is the Iop cycle. By using Tux Paint, we are going to draw the Iop cycle by using a Tux Paint software. Okay. Anybody know the abbreviation of the Iop cycle? Anybody? What is the abbreviation of Iop? IOP means input, process, output. I for input, P for process and O for output. Input, process, output. Okay. Here we will identify the different parts of an IOP cycle. We will also understand how they will work. Okay. The very first we will identify the different parts of an IOP cycle and then we will understand how they will work. Okay. You also learn first identify an IOP cycle. First you need to identify what are the IOP. IOP means input, process, output cycle. And then identify and draw each part of the IOP cycle. Then first finding the IOP cycle and then draw the each part of the IOP cycle. And then you are encoding the messages and then decode messages. At last draw the IOP cycle of a computer. At last you draw the IOP cycle of a computer. Okay, children. First, have you all seen the computer? First of all, have you all seen the computer? Yes, this is the computer. This is monitor, this is CPU, this is keyboard and this is mouse. Okay. Here where we will give the input? Where will we need to give the input? By using this keyboard and mouse. So in IOP cycle these two are input. Keyboard and mouse is the input. Okay. And where the process will happen? Where the process will happen? It is happen the CPU. Okay. It will happen the CPU. Here the input is in IOP cycle. The input is keyboard and mouse and the process is CPU. And where the output will display? Yes, tell me. Where the output will display? It display on the monitor. Okay. This is the IOP cycle. Okay. This is the IOP cycle of our computer. First the input is keyboard and mouse and the process will happen in the CPU and the output will display in the monitor. This is the IOP cycle. Okay. When came to this picture, what do you understand from this picture? What do you understand from this picture? First, for example, we want to make a juice. What will we do? First, we need water and lemon juice. Okay, we are taking lemon juice. First, I need water and then lemon or orange and salt or sweet. It depends upon your taste. Okay, I am taking a glass of water and then orange and sugar. Okay, and then this is our input. Here these are our inputs and the process was happened on here. The process will happen in here. We want to mix these three items. Okay, and that happens in process here. This is process and this is the input here. And what will the output? The juice will get ready. This is the output. Okay. Here this is this salt, sugar, water and the orange is the input and the process is getting mixed. Okay. And then the output is the juice get ready. Okay. Let us understand the IOP cycle through some activities that are based on our daily lives. Okay. Look at the pictures given below. Identify them as input, process, output and write it in the spaces given. Here dirty cloths is given, and then cloths being washed, and then the clean cloths. Okay, here what is the output here? Input, sorry. What is the input here? Yes, the input is dirty cloths. Dirty cloths. And then the process is, here the process is cloths being washed or the clean cloths. Choose anyone. What is the process here? Yes, clothes being washed. Clothes being washed. And then what was the output? We all know that the clean clothes. Clean clothes is the output. Okay. And then here the pictures below show the different parts of an Iop cycle. Number the pictures in the correct order. Write the numbers in the boxes below the pictures. Okay. Here, what is the input? What is the input? First, we need sunlight. Okay. And then we need to water the plant. I am right. Then we need to water the plant. First, we need sunlight, and then we need to water the plant. And at last, we get fruits, flowers like this from that plant. Okay. Here, this is the input, and this is the process, and then this is the output. Okay. Input, process, output. Okay. First skill is drawing an input cycle. We all know that a computer is a device that works on electricity. We all know that. I am right. Without electricity, a computer can't able to work. So, a computer that works on electricity. We use an input device to give commands and to the computer. For example, I already told that keyboard is an input device. Okay, the computer understands only zeros and ones. Okay, we are typing in the keyboard in English or a numbers format, numerical format 0 to 9, or we type A to Z like this. But the computer will understand only zeros and ones. It does not understand our language. So, if you are giving a command to the computer, the commands will automatically change it into the computer understandable languages, zeros and ones. This process we called as encoding. Okay, the computer does not understand our language, so it converts the language, our language, into zeros and ones, and this process is called as encoding. Okay, the converted commands are called computer codes. The converted commands are called, the zeros and ones are called as what? Computer codes. To read a code, we need to convert it. This process is called decoding. Then we need to decode it. For example, the sky is blue. I am typing like the sky is blue. So, it will get encoded into the computer language as zeros and ones. And then, I only need to decode that zeros and 1, and I will get the output like this. So, this is called as the decoding process. In between this and this, we need to decode that particular zeros and ones. This is called as decoding. Okay. Some of the examples of the input device. We all know about that. Mouse is a input device, and gaming pad is an input device. It will used for playing video games. Okay. And then keyboard is also an input device, and microphone is also an input device. Okay, these are the input devices, some of them: mouse, gaming pad, keyboard, and then microphone. Okay, first, before entering into that activity topic, I will tell about tux paint and Morse code. Okay, do you have any idea about tux paint? Do you have any idea about tux paint? Yes, let me tell that it is a raised a graphics editor. It is a graphics editor. It is used. It is a software. First of all, we know about that. It is a software application. It is used for painting. It is used for painting, drawing, like this purpose we use the text paint, and this software is made specially for the small children's only. Okay, it was developed for a small children's for. It was invented in 2002. Okay, text paint was invented in 2002. It has a drawing area, drawing tools, colors, shapes and stamps, etc. And it's also used for edit photos. Okay, what are the uses of text paint? It is used to edit photos or draw anything. Okay, it's used for drawing, like keyboard, monitor, mouse, etc. Anything you can draw on it. And it's a graphics editor, you can also edit it. Okay, it was invented in the year 2002, and this software is made specially for small children's. Okay, and this is how the text paint looks like. This is how the text paint looks like. Okay, and then Morse code. Morse code means it is used to represent the alphabets and numbers by an arrangement of dots, dashes and shapes, that I tell as encoding. This is as encoding purpose. Okay, for example, here we write A, B, C, D. The computer does not understand this languages, so it will change the change that A into dot and underscore. Okay, the computer can understand as dot and underscore. This is called Morse code. Okay guys, this is Morse code and this is text paint. Okay, children, thank you.